Hello, class. I wanted to go over the week 6 formative assessment. So we're going to go to week 6. And no, I just want to mention the formative assessment how-to videos. If you haven't seen this, it's on your home page. Scroll all the way down and you'll see it. Each week I will post the next week. So after I finish this video, I will have that posted there. And so go to week 6. And we are in week 6. And so you're going to scroll down to formative assessment. All right. And then you can either view it here, okay, view it in this window, or you can also download it, okay. And so we're going to download it just so that I can bring it up a bit larger. All right. So we're going to make this one-page view, 100%. All right, there we go. All right, so up here you'll see all the instructions, formatting, and so forth. And then you get to this week's information, which we're working on Le Chatelier's principle. And so up here you see some information about Le Chatelier's principle, and then some items you're going to need to complete this assignment. So you'll need this document. You'll need 2 clear glasses of the same size and some water. Okay, and so we want to make sure that you do the first few questions. And with the formative assessments, keep in mind that they are Word documents, so you can always type right into the document, save it, and then submit it that way. I know some students like to print it out and write it out, but you do have the option of typing it right into the document if you choose to. And so there's some questions here that you need to answer. Okay, and then it says to take 2 glasses, which are the same size, fill them each with different amounts of water. One container should have significantly more, let's call it A, and one should have less. Okay, so then you want to consider what will happen if you pour water from A to B. Describe the overall change, which will happen to B when this happens, and think about a situation in terms of equilibrium. Pour the water as described in number 3. Think the think of container B as the system from state 1 before the pour to state 2 after, and will there be a large change or a small change? Why? And complete this pour and describe what happens. Now you want to reverse it, okay? And then now compare your answers of 3 and 4. Which one had the greater change from equilibrium? What was the new equilibrium, and which new equilibrium was faster to achieve? Describe the differences between stress on both systems as they move towards a new equilibrium. When doing a pour, and then just read through all of those portions. So that's the first part, okay? It has to do with the 2 glasses in the water. That's your application. So you're going to fill in that. And then the second part 2 of the application, you want to open up this website, okay? So when you have this, oh, it's not as a link. Okay. So then just highlight it, copy it, and then you're going to go to your website and you want to paste it. Okay. So you paste it and then you hit return. That'll bring up your FET application. Okay. So this is what you'll be working with. Okay. So you're going to run it. And it's going to come up. Okay, so this is what your simulation looks like. So I'm going to go back to the formative assessment because this is going to give us the instructions. All right, so this website has a link that will enable you to download the computer simulation of the reversible reaction. In this simulation, you will manipulate temperature, activation energy between the reactants and the products, and potential energy of the reactants and products. For now, the activation energy will be left at zero. So you want to play with the simulation. You can easily see the weightings of the reaction between the reactants and products by looking at the letters A and B at the top of the computer. And begin by moving the potential energy of A and B to be at equal levels. So if we go back to the simulation, okay, so these are your potentials. So this is how you change your potentials of A and B. So if you want them to be at the same height, then you do this. If you want, and you see A is listed here at the top, and then B on this side. So B is on the right side, A is on the left side. If you want to change the potential, you're actually moving this bar. All right. And so if you want A lower, B higher, you do like that. You can have them equal, but down here, or you can have A higher, B lower. So that's how you play around with that. So you can add heat. Okay. You can add heat. You can remove heat. All right. And then you can change the amount of A. You can change the amount of B. You can also change your temperature. Okay. From your, change your starting temperature. This will give you your species information here at the top, the speed of the species, the number of molecules, and you can also look at the energy histogram. Okay, you can move that around so that you can have them both at the same time. You can also play around with timing, okay, and reset that. You can pause what's going on, okay? So there's different things that you can manipulate, but you want to follow the directions here. Okay, this will tell you what to do, okay, and how to go about it. And then you're writing in your answers based on your actions. Then you get to the application. Okay, so for a reversible process at equilibrium when conditions of concentration, temperature, or pressure are changed, the reaction shifts in a direction that will counteract the stress and restore equilibrium. And so you want to answer these statements, okay, based on that statement and what you did in your reaction, okay? And then once you're finished, if you decided to type it into this actual document, then make sure you put your name here somewhere at the top. And then you want to save it and drop it into the Dropbox for the week 6 formative assessment. And if you decided to print it out and write on it, then make sure that you either scan it or take pictures of it and then upload it, okay, to your Dropbox. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day.